Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to finally finish setting up our 2020-2021 Erin Condren Life Planner. So I'm going to recap really quickly what we've done so far. If you haven't checked out my last two videos, then you definitely should. I posted the front two setup pages in a video last week. And then this past Tuesday, I posted a setup video of a few of the notes pages, and then again we're going to finish them today. So let's just quickly recap with what we've done so far. I'm not going to do a huge introduction, we're just going to dive right into this. So quickly, I put my name right here using a Gen Plans font. I kind of talked you guys through what I did to make that, and then we set up this calendar page with my went through up school calendar. Here I do need to make a header of some kind. I'll show you what I did for the back pages. You can see a lot of them are done because I did those in my last video, but these are the ones we're going to finish setting up today. So I may make a header like this to put up here just to mark it as went through school calendar. Then we also did a monthly bucket list here. If you want more insight into that, I posted about it on my Instagram, I think. You know what, it might have been an Instagram story. I'm not really sure, but I posted about it on Instagram, I'm pretty sure, and I also talked about it a lot in the video when I set it up. So if you're interested in knowing kind of what my plan is for this or what this is, then definitely check that out. Then we're going to skip all the way back here to the very back and talk about these pages. So this is what I set up in the video on Tuesday. I did my school calendar for the elementary school that I got placed in. I do a year-long internship starting in August for the whole, time that the kids are in school. So I start that there. So I kind of just listed out the days that we have no school, professional development days, that kind of stuff. So that is those. I finally, if you watched my last plan with me, or my last setup video, which was Tuesday, you saw me struggle heavily with this page. I completely messed up at first. I didn't really have a plan going into it on how I wanted to lay it out. I just knew who I wanted to put on here and that kind of stuff. And so I really messed it up at first, but I finally went and got some whiteout so I could fix some things. And I'm happy with how it turned out now with just using the little asterisks from the sticker book, which I will use again today, but I'll go ahead and show you guys in case you didn't watch my last two. I do have the new Erin Condren designer sticker book for this year in the layers theme. So I have been using a lot of stickers out of this. As you can see, I was using these little flag stickers here, and I'm trying to save them, but they will not stick back down. So I don't know if I'll be able to save those or not, but they're still there. So I finally figured out how to do this. I kind of got my happy place on here. So in today's video, we're going to do about the same thing here, but for Christmas gifts. So I have a separate header and stuff like that. We're going to lay out the top a little bit differently than I laid out the top here, but overall it will just be the same with listing everybody, same people, all that kind of stuff. We will also set up my 2020 debt and savings tracker, and then my 2021 debt and savings tracker. And those will be the three that we do today. Just to kind of go over everything else, we did a car maintenance tracker and a home maintenance tracker with just the date and kind of what went on. I also set up a vacation tracker. So up here in this top portion, I'm going to put information from Jeremiah and I's cruise that we're going on. And it'll actually be July 2020, so it won't happen in this planner, but it'll all have to be paid for and all that will have to be planned by June, which is in this planner. So I put it in here just so that it can all get planned out before we go, of course. Here we will put our family beach vacation. We do a week-long book a house type thing at our favorite beach here in South Carolina. So that will be for that. And then this I just left for any other fun trips we might take, like camping trips or just short weekend trips or something like that. Here I set up a YouTube and Instagram tracker. I'm going to list the months here, and then I will put how many subscribers and watch hours or views I had at the start of the month and the end, and then how many Instagram followers I had at the start and end of the month. So that's all I have right now. I left the next three, these two and this, blank, just in case if through the year I find something else that I need, or even before the year begins, if I think of another notes page that I'm like, that would be really helpful to have or help me live my life to the fullest or that kind of thing, then I will have room for it. I didn't want to cover every single page with stuff that may not be super useful. So, and since we had so many notes pages this year, I didn't feel bad not filling all of them up. So let's go ahead and get started on this page. Alrighty, so I'm going to take this off, and I have a plan for this one. Go me. I'm going to use this green and rose gold washi just because I like the way it looks for one, but can I get it off of here? I feel like the green matches the green like monthly color for December really well, so that's what we're going to use for this. Hope that stays open. And I think I'll put the rose gold up. Yeah, so I'm just going to lay it right across this top thing here. It's crinkled up right there. Doesn't go quite to the end, but that's okay. And then I made a Christmas gift ideas thing. I hope this comes up all as one, but it doesn't look like it will. Oh, nope, it did. Okay, cool beans. So I made this using the Gym Plans font, just like I did for a lot of the other stuff that I've gone over so far in my little setup videos. So if you're interested in how I made these, I can definitely do like a tutorial where I show you guys like Cricut Design Space and kind of my whole setup and everything that I use to make these, and as well as, you know, using any font or whatever. But if that's something you're interested in, make sure you drop it in the comments below. I'll definitely do that. That's not a big deal. I just don't want to, you know, post it. It's not something that everybody's interested in. So, all right, so let's just go ahead. I'm going to put down here, I use these little asterisks, but I'm going to use these little circles down here at the bottom for this page in particular, just so that I don't use up all of my asterisks in one spot, because I need them for the debt and savings tracker. So I'm going to use these little circles down here, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started and speed through me doing all of this, because it's basically going to look exactly like this, just with circles instead of the little asterisks. So here we go. Okay, so I got this done. It worked out perfectly. I had just enough circles with the little asterisks left that I could do all those over here and all half circles. I do realize that these are not in a straight line, but it's okay. So this is set up. I don't have anything to write in it right now, so this is just kind of set up and ready to go for whenever I do get ideas. I can jot them down. I probably won't start filling this out until closer to Christmas, like maybe in August or so. Or September, but at least it's set up. This one looks funny, but at least it's set up and ready to go. So let's move on to this side. So this will be our 2020 debt savings tracker, and then 2021 is on the back. So for this, I'm gonna do, I found a cute sticker in here a minute ago. Oh, I was gonna use these little like flags, but I don't know if I want to use those, or should I use one of these circles? I think I'm going to use the little flags for now. So we're going to start with this one up here. I picked these just because they have the silver foil, which will match the little asterisks, and I'll show you how I'm going to use those in a minute, but those will match for now. So let's see. It's not completely straight. I know I shouldn't let it bother me, but it does. That looks better. Not really, but it's okay. All right, so we got that down, and then I'm gonna put my head. Okay guys, so I just realized that my camera was not recording. I don't have an actual camera. I'm still filming on my iPhone right now. So whenever somebody calls, I have it set to do not disturb, and so it shouldn't go off. It won't go off on my computer. I have a Mac sitting next to me, so I don't understand why it will still call on here. I need to really sit down and figure it out. But anyways, I went through and set the rest of this up. So you guys saw me laying this down. I went ahead and put a little asterisk and wrote debts and then one for savings. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I want to, when it stopped, I was in the middle of explaining kind of what my ideas are for this page. So as you guys know, I am engaged to get married in November. We are renovating a house right now, which we're hoping to move into, fingers crossed, this month in June. We're almost done. Like, we're so close. You can taste it. Like, we're so close. But hopefully we'll move in soon. So our amount of bills are kind of racking up as we kind of transition out of our parents' homes and into a life together, just as it normally would. But in the fall, when I start my internship in teaching all year, I'll go basically all day, every day, except for when I have classes on campus at Winthrop. So I won't be able to work. And right now I work full time, so that's going to be a little bit of an adjustment for us. We've sat down and figured out that all of our bills and everything can be paid. We'll be fine, but it'll just be a little bit tighter. So my original goal when I thought about setting up a page for this was to do like an actual goal for like savings. So set a goal that I want to save by the end of this year and, you know, try to meet that goal and track it here. But when I really got to thinking about it, with me not working and our bills and everything being tighter, I guess, coming out of Jeremiah's accounts and what he makes working full time, we're not going to have a lot left over for savings. So I don't want to set a goal that I know we can't meet, if that makes any sense. So I think what I'm going to do is just list my savings account and then list his, and just do a little box so that, like, do a little tracker maybe where I can put like a little asterisk or color in the box whenever I put like $100 in savings for either one of our accounts. So I think that's what I'm gonna do down here. Up here, we do have a few debts that I want to track in here. Now, you're gonna see me go ahead and write them in. I'm not ashamed to share what we're in debt for. We're not in debt per se. What I consider debt right now is something that's not like a monthly bill. So like right now we're paying on our wedding venue. We owe a little over $750 basically is what we owe on it. So that's not a huge debt to most people. To us, we could pay that off easily within a paycheck or something, a paycheck or two, but we're not going to. We're just going to kind of spread it out so that we don't hurt ourselves, you know, all at one time trying to take it all out. So I'm going to list that. We have our DJ for the wedding to pay for. We only owe $300 for that. So all of our stuff, our biggest one will be his credit card actually. I have a credit card and he has a credit card, since we both still have separate accounts since we're not married yet. My credit card only has a couple $100s. I pay mine off, try to at least, at the end of every month. So that's not a really big deal for me. I don't even know if I'll list mine here, since mine is more of like a monthly payment thing. But for his, he owes a little over $1,000 on his. So that one I will track because it won't be paid off in a month. And then we also are paying on our cruise, which again, I'm thinking about, should I list that here as a debt, or should I track it here in our vacation tracker, or should I do both? I think I'll end up doing both, just because I'm the kind of person that likes to be able to like check it off. And so when I pay another $100, I want to be able to like check it off here and here. And it's something that will kind of go over both years, 2020 and 2021. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So long story short, for all that wording that just came out, I'm going to go ahead and write out each of our debts. So I'm just going to give like a title, like an item name or whatever. And then over here, I'm just going to draw a little chart with boxes, and each box will represent like either $50 or $100, something like that. And I'll draw a little key to the side. But that's what I'm going to do. I will have room left in case we do add something else. So like if I was to pay off my credit card and then add something else to it, then, you know, I can add that back down here. So, or anything of that sort. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go ahead and just fast forward through all that. So I will see you guys whenever I finish that. Okay, so I just got ready to sit down and fill this out, and I realized that I don't necessarily want to fill this out yet because we still have the whole month of June. Today is June the 1st, so I have the whole month of June to pay on these debts, and I don't want to list something like the venue when it may be paid off before July. So I don't think I'm going to list anything up here. I've already explained my ideas for it, so I don't think I'm going to do anything up here. Now for down here, I'm just trying to think. I think I'm gonna put like a little area to write a starting balance at the beginning of July, on July 1st, 2020, since this is when I'll start this planner, and then an ending balance at the end of 2020 for our savings accounts, or account, I guess. I'm gonna kind of just try and count all of it as one, maybe. I don't know how I should do this. Considering that in November our accounts will be consolidated into one account, I think I'm just going to keep it all as one now so that I don't have that confusion later. But I'm going to put a spot for both of those, and then I'm going to list out just like, you know, a tracker, I guess, like a little savings tracker. Again, I don't want to set a goal because I don't want to put something in my planner that I know we can't do. So I think I'll just set a tracker, and kind of like what I was saying up here, I'll be able to mark off when I put like $100 in savings. We'll do like $100 for each box or something like that. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So cue the fast forward. Okay, so I went ahead and just added a spot for a starting balance and an ending balance. I don't know what just happened there. And then I just drew out this little thing. My plan right now is to use these little asterisks, probably the bigger ones since I drew the boxes a little bit bigger. And just for every box or for every asterisk will be $100. So I'm just gonna grab one of these. I'm just gonna grab, let's see, we'll do this one because it matches that. So I'm gonna grab it up here at the top. Let's see. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna put it like right here, and I'm just gonna write equals 100 so that I'll know that each asterisk in here will equal 100. Maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that would be $1,800. I think that'll be a decent amount since we only have 6 months left. I don't think we will exceed this at all by any means. We probably won't even get close to saving this much, but it is there just in case we hit the lottery or something. All right, so now that's set up, I'm gonna just go ahead and set up the entire 2021 thing, and it's gonna look the exact same. So I'm just gonna kind of fast forward through me laying everything down and drawing it all out, and I will catch up with you guys whenever I get it all laid down. Okay, so for right now, this is all I'm gonna put down for this. With 2021, it may bring new things. We might have the ability to set actual goals, and just kind of seeing, you know, where we're gonna be at the end of 2020 versus 2021. I hope I said that a minute ago, but so I'm not gonna write anything yet. I'm not gonna do the savings tracker like I did for 2020, just so that if something does change and we are able to set a goal or something like that, then that's what we'll do. But I think that concludes all of our setup for the back of this planner. We have all of these pages that I wanted to get set up are done. Again, I have a few pages left that I don't have anything on yet. So that's great. I'll have room to grow if I need to add something. here my plan is to put all of my school contacts for professors, as well as my like teacher that's hosting me in her classroom, the principal at the school that I'm in, all of that kind of stuff. But obviously I'm not going to do that on camera just because I'm not going to share all that information. And then that's really it. I don't really have a plan for here other than just jotting notes as something comes up for 2022 or the rest of 2021. I always write on these lines down here. But yeah, so for right now, we're all set up and ready to go in this planner. Stay tuned because at the end of June, I will start setting up July, and I'm going to do a full setup video, probably a couple videos on setting up this page, the monthly page, and then these two. I have a lot of ideas, as you can see from all my stickies, so stay tuned for that. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you can see this one. I also do weekly plan with me, so make sure you stick around for those. I'll continue those into this planner. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Check out the links down below if you're interested in any of the accessories that I use, which is like this or these little sticky notes or anything, or the Life Planner itself. I'll also have a Etsy shop that I use most often, which is Planner Kate, linked down below, just because I typically use her for all of my weekly plan with me, so I keep her linked in the description. I'll also have my Instagram link down there if y'all want to check me out over there. I'm trying really hard to be active daily on Instagram, or at least every other day. So check me out on those things, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye guys.